Hey guys, how you guys doing? It's Sunday, April 8th, 2018. Hoping you're having a wonderful day, guys. A blessed Sunday indeed. All right, I want to talk more about the aftermath of that chemical weapons attack that happened in Syria yesterday. And what has the reaction been? What do we know to this point? You know, what's going to happen? Let's talk about it, all right? One, we know that the West has immediately came out and blamed the Assad regime. They blamed Russia and Iran for backing Assad. And basically every Western leader has come out and stated that Assad had to pay a huge price for this kind of violence, for this atrocious act. Okay, we know that the United States of America, the White House, scheduled tonight a national security meeting. All right, so we're going to have to see what comes of that. We know that tomorrow there could be up to 2 UNSC, United Nations Security Council meetings in regards to this chemical weapons attack and what needs to be done as an international community. All right. We knew that Russia, Iran, Syria have come out and stated that this is being used as a false flag by the West for precedence to attack Syria, all right? Which is very weird. You got to think about this situation, okay? Who's pushing the Syrian war to continue on and on, all right? Because it's easy to just blame a country. It's easy to be like, oh, those damn Americans, the damn Israelis, the damn Russians, the damn Iranians. All right, it's real easy to do that. It's very hard to understand that these countries are led by very powerful people behind closed doors. Okay, every country is. Okay, the deep state is the one that's pushing this agenda, right? What happened last year? Last year, President Donald Trump talked about wanting to get U.S. troops out of Syria. Then we saw a chemical weapons attack. Then you saw President Trump use an order to strike Syria with those Tomahawk cruise missiles. All right. About a week ago, Trump did the same damn thing. He said that he wanted U.S. troops out of Syria as soon as possible. And what do we see again? A massive, massive chemical weapons attack in Syria. All right, where you see leaders from the U.S., Canada, France, England, Germany, all coming together and saying that something needs to be done to stop Assad. All right, it's crazy stuff. This is stuff that Russian intelligence has been putting out for weeks, that the West has been using different entities, third parties within Syria, and training them to use chemical weapons. All right. And as a U.S. citizen, you have to sit back and wonder, what do I believe? All right? Is it easier to believe that Assad, a year ago, when he's kept the situation under control, he's basically won the Syrian civil war, he would go and use chemical weapons? You know, why? All right? You see third parties come in to investigate these chemical weapons attacks, and they find out, this probably wasn't Assad. All right, but we're told by Western media that it was. Because why? Because they're pushing an agenda, and that's what they're doing right now, guys. All right? We know that the scheduled meeting with the National Security Advisor, John Bolton, starts tomorrow, but he most definitely was part of this meeting that Donald Trump most likely is receiving different targets within Syria to strike if he gives the order to do so. All right? And remember, last year when that order was given, all right, when that order happened, was around this time at night, okay? I believe it was around 9:40 p.m. I may have that time off, but from what I was reading, it happened around that time. So we definitely need to watch this situation in Syria, all right? Because I think that there is a strike coming in Syria. All right, the people can say that I'm fear-mongering, because I read that consistently within my videos, that people think that I'm pushing some sort of fear, you know, that this is fear porn, you know. But the evidence shows these situations are not cooling down. All right, they're getting more intense. And it's not very hard for you to look outside the box and really connect the dots and see what's happening around the world, all right? I mean, we're being used as pawns. 99% of the population, as I always say, they care about their family, their loved ones. They're just trying to get by, all right? And it's that top 1%, all right, that deep state, this rich and powerful people who are pushing these agendas. They're pushing these wars for their bigger goal. In Syria, a lot of people believe it's the pipeline, okay? So we're being used Okay, it's easy for people to say, oh, you're just pushing fear. Oh, World War III will never happen. Okay, if it happens, it's years away. All right, my videos aren't stating that World War III is happening right now. Okay, my videos are stating, hey, these are different situations happening around the globe. Okay, whether it be Syria, Ukraine, North Korea, these are different situations happening around the world that eventually I think will connect the dots to create an agenda which is World War III, and something we need to continue to watch, guys. All right, I definitely think that a strike from the West is coming. Okay, I've talked about it time and time again that the cabinet that Donald Trump is putting around him looks like a war hawk cabinet. All right, we got John Bolton. All right, we got Mike Pompeo. All right, we have Nikki Haley, who's going to be in these UNSC meetings tomorrow. That's going to be extremely important to watch. I might have a live stream up of those meetings if they open it up to the public. All right, if not, I will definitely have a video afterwards. But we need to watch the next 48 hours to see if we see a reaction from the West, because Russia has stated that if there is a reaction from the West, if there is a strike on Syria, that they will counter, and they have the means to do so. All right, Intel Crab put out a very good tweet today showing the different fighter jets that Russia has stationed in Syria. So they have the means. They have the means to counter if need be, if they choose to do so. And if the U.S. does choose to strike Syria, if the West, NATO, decide to strike Syria, I think that you're going to see Syria, Iran, and Russia all counterattack. I think that's going to occur. All right, this isn't me fear-mongering. This is me looking at the evidence, looking at what the officials are stating, and coming up with a conclusion that I believe is logical. I mean, I'm not right all the time. Okay, I'm not perfect. I'm just trying to bring you guys the best information that I possibly can. Okay, and I put my opinion out there. All right, so take it with a grain of salt. Everyone's got a different perspective, right? I have a perspective of an individual who served in the military, who reads a lot about history, reads a lot about political events happening around the world, but my perspective may be different from yours, okay? And I'm not right 100% of the time at all, okay? But I know that we need to continue to watch this situation in Syria because it's very serious. Very, very serious. We need to see if anything comes out of this meeting tonight out of the White House, if anything happens tomorrow in the two scheduled UNSC meetings about this chemical weapons attack in Syria, in the next 48 hours to see if we see action from the West. Okay, and there's a lot of misinformation going around. Okay, so if you're going across Twitter looking for different information, take some of it with a grain of salt. All right, because I've already seen reports coming out of possible strikes from the United States of America, but we have no evidence to confirm that that actually occurred. Okay, we need to continue to watch the situation as it unfolds. I'll let you guys know. We'll discuss all updates as things happen. All right, have a beer, say a whole bunch of prayers because the world needs them now, especially the individuals in Syria. All right, we need to pray for them. God bless them. And as always, guys, now in the rest of 2018, keep your eyes to the skies. God bless.